I am an introverted extrovert. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When I'm with people, I'm happy, bubbly, very talkative. But I have no problem being alone. I actually don't like going to movies with people.
You want to go
I
alone?
want to go alone.
Yeah. Would you ever do therapy?
No. I would also avoid that. It's sad that as Africans, we are not really inclined towards therapy. When I was in university in the US, once I made a joke, and they don't take jokes they take them a bit serious. So I was forced into therapy. And I still remember the lady. She was called Dr. McEwen. She told me, imagine even at therapy, you're trying to dodge conversation. So I'd bypass the conversation. So and I was cagey about, when they ask you, tell me about your childhood.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Like, I don't know. I think we're not wired as Africans to tell how we feel.
Never have I ever lied about my age.
Oh, all the time. I tell people I'm older than I am.
Okay, how old are you?
No, we're not doing that yet. The people I lied to may now know that he's actually young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
why would you lie about?
I work older? I've always had around me older people. I've always worked with older people. My friends, many of them are way older than me. So my age has always also been my disadvantage. So, you carry yourself older. So I always told an older age.
Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome to yet another exciting episode of It's Never That Serious. I want to give you a second to go to the subscribe button and just hit it. I'm going to give you a second. Yeah. Okay. You've done it. I hope you have. And if you haven't, God is watching you. Now, listen, today's episode, I'm super excited to be introducing my next guest. He is the Mayor of Entebbe Municipality. Not just those things of you see someone at a place regularly and you're like, hey, this is the mayor of Bandali. No. This is the actual mayor of Entebbe. And he is on the podcast. I'm super excited to be introducing Fabrice Brad Rulinda. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Let's see how crazy it gets.
It's not that serious, so it's never that serious. It doesn't get that crazy. It gets as crazy as we allow it to get.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you here. We're at Zest, just so you know. So whenever you're in the Kololo area, make sure you stop by. So Fabrice, Mayor, let's talk about that. How is mayorship going?
It's a headache.
Yeah.
You wake up every day. There's a new crisis every day. There's always a problem to solve. It's taught me a lot of patience. It's taught me that you need to keep breathing.
Yeah.
So you need almost every day. You need a woosa moment. Breathe in, breathe out, and keep going. So it's been exciting. It's been very different from what I was used to, coming from the corporate world into this world. It's every day you wake up and you learn something new. Every day you have to learn to adjust, adopt, and breathe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you've spoken a lot about breathing, and we're going to unpack that as we go. But before you became mayor, you were into PR and you
into
were
communications. I was doing business. I worked with a few oil and gas companies. So yeah, I was from a very different world. Yes.
And what made you now get into, should I say politics?
No, leadership.
Leadership. Okay,
yes.
Fine.
I've always done strategy. I've always worked with different people who wanted to go into leadership roles. I've always worked around people that are in leadership. And I just got tired of things not being done.
Yeah.
By the time I took Entebbe, it had become extremely dirty. There were no roads. The lights were not working. So just everything was not working. So decided, you know what? If you want basically to walk the talk. I decided to be that change that I want to see. And so, yeah, went in. We have put up new policies. We're making sure the place is clean, the roads are being constructed. We have put lights. I keep rallying friends and all that to help me with the lighting situation. So we are trying to make sure that the things that were irritating for me, we fix them and put them right.
Yeah. And you know, Entebbe is home for me as well.
Yeah,
I grew up there. I go, still our family home is in Entebbe. And I go there from time to time. I love what you've done with I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you. It's been a headache.
Yeah.
It's been hard. People are not necessarily very welcoming of change.
Yeah.
But you keep fighting. You keep fighting. And you have to be intentional.
Yeah.
That you want this to work. And that's it.
So do you feel like the goals you set out to accomplish, do you feel like you've accomplished them?
We're on the way. We're on a good path. We're on the right path. We are fixing, and I'm excited because things are being done. And whether I'm there tomorrow or not, I at least feel like I've done my part for Entebbe. I have put it on the right trajectory and set a standard of what the mayorship should be and what the mayor should do for the people that he governs. So I'm hoping that it would help. It will help people of Entebbe. But even if I am not there, the next person who comes into that place should be able to continue the works that we've done.
Speaking of the next person,
yes.
Do you plan to stand again, or are you going to?
I haven't yet made a decision.
You haven't yet decided.
My focus is still on the things I'm doing, but I will decide soon.
Okay.
And whatever I decide, I'm hoping it is for the good. Yes.
You've talked about a lot of woosa moments that you've needed to come to terms with.
Yeah.
What's something about your job now as mayor that you weren't prepared for, in the sense that you were shocked by it when you arrived in that place?
One of the most irritating parts about leadership is the good things people quiet. Anything that goes bad, it's the mayor's fault.
Yeah.
Sometimes out of, I don't want to even call it ignorance, out of people not knowing. Something will happen in Kajansi and they'll still blame the mayor of Entebbe. People don't even know where your boundaries stop. So people are always quick to jump on it. You have a problem. And then, of course, politicians are just hard people to work with. Many of them are politicking at all times. So you'll find that even something that's not your responsibility, someone will try and throw it at you. So I've had to learn to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have, my approach to things is usually silence.
Yeah.
But yes, there are moments when you need to breathe.
Listen, I've had a leadership role once in my life. I resigned after like 6 months. I was like, no, this cannot be my life.
Yeah.
Exactly what you said. Like, every time something went well, no one cared. Every time something went wrong, it was on you. They rained the wrath of everything. I'm like, guys, but also, and sometimes it's not even your fault, but because you're the leader, you're the one who takes
you have to.
You have to take it.
You have to
So
assume
for me, I was just like, no, there has to be another way to live.
Unfortunately, we need to be the leaders. So
True.
we are, as young people, this is our call. We're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
We're supposed to help to see how we fix. This is our country. We need to fix it. So we can't shy away from it.
We can't.
No.
I know at some point we are going to have a Gen Z leader.
Well,
I'm looking forward to that. I want to see what the Gen Zs have in store for us. I'm not going to lie. What do you think about that? Do you feel like, because Gen Z, the generation after the Millennials, and they've been criticized a lot for, the way they choose to live life. And the truth is, the way they choose to live life, me personally, I admire. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. Like, let's relax. Life
no,
is not going
what's
to end
interesting
tomorrow.
is you and I were growing up.
Yeah.
We went through the same.
Yeah.
And the only difference is our parents were stricter than we are now the parents.
We are the parents now, and we are less strict.
Yeah, and our parenting style is very different from what our parents had. So, we partied.
Yeah.
You know that. We partied. We did the same things, just not as open as these kids.
These guys are doing it
so
now.
we had to escape from home to go and and attend parties, for example. They literally tell you they are going. They don't ask, they tell you they are going. So our parenting style and all that, we've created a generation that's a bit less restricted. They are vocal, which is one of the pluses. They can actually lecture you.
Yeah.
So we've created a generation that we need to understand that we need to give them room to breathe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree, but that doesn't change that they can be leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I believe they can be leaders. I'm just curious to see what their leadership looks like.
It will be a more conversational than instruction kind of leadership. So I guess
I know, and like the way they're portrayed on TV, they're very zen. But what you said was right. Like when millennials were the babies, they came for us. They used to diss us. They tell us you're not serious. What? Yeah. So yeah, I have
it
faith.
Happens.
Yeah,
I mean, all of us at one point were the unserious ones.
Yeah.
Today you wake up and look at you. You're here on the show.
Right.
I mean, you walk
the show is called It's Never That Serious.
But guess what? It is serious.
It is.
I've seen you run up and down trying to put it together. So it's something you take serious. I guess it's about people finding their foot and what they want to do. So our parents lived a very structured life. They were born, sent it was direct. You were born, you go to school, you finish, you get a job, you marry, you retire, you die. That was it. Then we came in. Getting a job started becoming something that, okay, no, not really. I don't want to do the usual this, that, and that. When our parents were young, there were careers that were for serious people.
Yeah.
Either medicine, aviation, law, engineering. That's it. Then we were born. I mean, look at you. You have decided this is the way you want to go. It makes you happy. This is not what you studied.
It is.
Journalism, but this is not journalism.
This is journalism.
This is not journalism.
My version of it.
Your version of it, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
which is beautiful.
Yeah.
That you've decided I will do my journalism in this way.
Yeah.
Our structured parents were told
there was no option.
You have to go and work in
TV,
radio, or
newspaper.
newspaper. That's it. So the younger generation, the Gen Zs, have gone a step further. I have nephews who've created their own brands of hoodies, T-shirts, and all that. And you see they're happy, but they're making money from these things. And you're thinking, wait, when we were younger, why didn't we make hoodies?
Yeah, right? Why didn't we think of these things? Yeah.
So the fact that they're creative, they're smart, their conversations are different, just like us.
Yeah.
There's nothing new they're doing. We did the same.
Yeah.
We changed English. We had slang, that our parents did not understand. We started with what's up as a greeting instead of how do you do?
Yeah.
Okay. So every generation changes, evolves. It's just accepting that they're not going to be the same as you, and you respect that.
Agreed. And now speaking of being misunderstood, what is something people often misunderstand about you?
Those ones are many.
Just pick one.
I think people are not used to people being genuinely nice and friendly.
Yeah.
And they always think there is a motive to it.
Yeah.
Like there's something you want, there's something behind it. And honestly, sometimes you're nice just because you're nice, nothing more. And especially the females. Like, if you're nice, I think he's hitting on me. And you're like, no, I was just actually being nice.
Yeah.
So that, I think, in many cases, people always assume there is a motive to you being nice, kind, or generous. So that is the one. There are too many, but that is the one.
That's the one.
Yes.
No, because let me tell you what, as a woman, I'm going to defend us and say, like, certain times we've kind of thought that the guy was just being nice until later on, then the person's asking you to pay up and you're like, bro, I thought we were just vibing. You know what I mean?
Ask how you were playing that.
They're like, man, you mean you think I took you out for... No, like, boss, I thought we were vibing.
I think sometimes clear conversations help.
Yeah.
I mean, ask.
Sure. So I ask what?
Bruh,
Let's
what's
both
up?
be shocked.
No. Yeah, like, bro, what's up? What do you want? What do you want?
No.
What is this?
I'm curious. I'm like, let's see where this goes.
All right. And that's why they'll keep asking you to pay up. So
do I pay is the question.
That's the problem. I see a very mad guy going home angry as hell. Like, think about his money and he's like, crap.
Is there anyone you look up to in your life?
Oh, very many people.
Okay, who is
very,
someone
very
that comes like right at the top of your mind when you think of something like that?
Well, I have a few mentors. One of them is Kenneth Mugambe, the former director budget.
Yeah.
He's a stranger that became a relative, that became a father, a friend. So my parents are both alive, but he took he took the mentoring serious. He became a real father to me. And he, in many ways, I can say is one of the reasons I'm the person I am today.
Okay.
He helped, with a young excitement and to put me back in line and say, don't rush for this, don't rush for that, do this, do this. So yeah, he's one of the people I look up to. I have so many people I look up to, but I will single him out.
Okay.
And leave the rest.
Right.
Yes.
No, I've just given you room to say one person, so I hope no one is offended because he doesn't have time to list everyone.
I really hope nobody's offended. But
yeah.
I have chosen him because he has that special place in my heart.
Yeah.
He's really been a father. Like takes it that serious. That I think somewhere I may even be in his will. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I used to handle budgets, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'll be praying for you. I expect my cut as well.
For the prayer, yes. So pray harder.
What's a book or movie that changed the way you think?
Oh, I read a lot.
Okay.
I really read a lot, but I read history. So I'm one of those people you don't borrow from books because my books are always history and related. But I'll pick, I think, 2 books. I'll go with the 48 Laws of Power. Reason being, if you're going to survive in this world, be it in business, be it in whatever, you really do need the 48 Laws of Power. And I urge everybody watching you, if they've not read it, have you read it? You need to.
I know what the 48 laws are, but I have not read them.
To help you navigate through this life. This life is all politics.
Yeah.
So it will help you navigate through life. The other interesting book, but it wouldn't be so interesting for most people, is The Art of War.
Art of War is a good book. Why do you think it wouldn't be
to most people?
Yeah.
If you're not a person who likes to read too many things, it's a bit too lengthy. So, those 2. I've gotten into audiobooks now. Reason being, I still love paper.
Yeah.
So I don't do online books. So the alternative I've taken up because of time has been audiobooks. So I play them in my car. So I would be a boring ride. And I instead of music, I play audiobooks.
Audiobooks.
Yes.
No, but audiobooks are a game changer. I can't lie.
They are.
What app do you use to listen?
Audible.
So I once, let me tell you my story with Audible. I subscribed to Audible. I was like, oh my goodness, books. Yay, finally. Come to find out that subscription gives me 1 book.
1 credit.
I was like, so I have to buy the other book?
You have to keep buying credits.
I was like, how is it?
So
it's like Netflix telling me.
See, that's my Audible.
Yeah.
But
and then I have to keep buying?
Yes.
And that's how they lost me.
Yeah, so you have to keep buying. So
then what's the point of the subscription? Why don't I just buy when I want to buy?
So every month,
yeah,
they give you
1 free book.
They give you 1 credit.
By the way,
so you see, I have 44 books that I've bought so far.
Yeah.
And what I usually do is just top up credits. Then when I see a book that I want,
you just get it.
Yes.
Like for me, that's how they lost me, because I was like, I thought it was like Netflix, I subscribed, now I can watch whatever I want. No, it wasn't the case. I was like, okay, you know what, you guys, you will never see me here.
It's not Spotify, my dear.
Why isn't it though?
Selling books.
I know, but like,
the idea is to sell the books.
I thought that the whole thing is like you're gonna get from Maika Monthly Gundi.
Your monthly Gundi is very small.
It's kawa,
that's why they give you 1 credit.
Then you make it bigger,
so
and
you buy 1 book. Now imagine books that they're selling at $15 a book, or 20 or 30, and They give you unlimited for your $5.
No. Make it more. You make it 15 then. But then
But that's
let me
still one
pay,
book.
because this is the thing.
That's
I
still
want
one book.
I want to pay and forget about having to pay you again. If I have to pay every time I need a book, I'm like, I feel scammed.
No, actually, it's the same as going into a bookstore and you buy a book.
Fabrice, we're not gonna agree on this. Let's move on. What's the best advice you've ever received?
Slow down and listen.
Okay.
Many times in life we rush. We think we know it all. We think we have the best ideas. Slow down and listen. One of the things that Kenneth, my mentor that I talked about earlier, told me was slow down. They are, as young people, we get into deals and all that. There's a time someone had given us this deal that was going to give us billions, and even booked a Range Rover.
Hey.
And guess what? It just didn't work out. So you can get depressed. Some people have died of depression, pressure, and all that because you can't believe that you're counting your. You've listened to the song "The Gambler" by Kenny Rogers.
Have I?
I'm not it's an old song, but interesting, and it talks about you can't count your money while still at the table. You're already counting your winnings and distributing how to work. This is for a house. This is for a car. You don't have the money yet. Yeah. So sometimes slow down. Some deals are too good to be true. And exactly that. They are too good to be true. And so the best advice I think ever in life I was given is slow down and listen.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that I found interesting. It's actually a Nyankore one. It says, they advise you on your way back. On your way to whatever you've gone to do, nobody can tell you nothing.
Yeah.
But after life has hit you the other side.
This is what you should have done.
This is what you should have done. So I found that interesting.
Yeah.
But it made me think. And I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, I like what you said about slow down. I like what you said about like sometimes things are just like life doesn't go as planned.
No.
Like the way what you had envisioned, what you had in mind.
No.
But
guess what? I'm sure you remember we were to be billionaires at like 25.
Bro.
We were supposed
I'm supposed to be retired by now.
I told myself at 35 I'll retire, go play golf.
You understand?
Blah, blah.
Yeah. With a whole yacht, man. I was at my yacht.
I'm still looking at life and I'm thinking, you're still working, bruh. You are still chapping, So anyone mentioning retirement right now, you're like, boss, leave me alone.
You first chill. Let me first organize these things. But that's life though. Because let me just say this. A lot of times you think that what you want is that, but if you got it, you wouldn't be fulfilled.
No.
You'll be like, now, okay, you've retired, you're 35. So you have like a whole lot, like 70 more years to live your life. What are you going to do in 70 years?
Are you planning to live 100?
No, I'm just saying. So let me tell you, our CEO once said, our CEO at Next Media, once said, if you're in your 30s, you have 60 years ahead of you. And I was like traumatized because I'm like, he wasn't lying though. Like I do have like 60 years ahead of me. You know what I mean? Like that's a long ass time. So imagine you retire at 35.
You guys at Next Media plan to live forever.
But if you do know that's just 90 years old.
That's a lot.
But you do know if you're working out and eating right, 90 years old is not so old.
I don't work out, I don't eat right.
Okay, that's you, Fabrice. Me, I do those things.
I don't know about 90 years.
Listen.
And it's interesting, my family people really live long, but 90...
What's the old, like how old is your oldest grandparent?
I have a grandparent who died that has crossed... Well, it became debatable. Because sometimes when they tell me that story, I'm like, bruh, it sounds like unreal age. It was 110.
First of all, 110. As
and
in there was an and.
I'm like, bruh, are you guys real or you're making up this stuff? Because like maybe they just don't know his age, so someone just throws figures around.
He's around 110.
But 110 years old.
But now imagine you retire at 35.
And then you have to reach 110. you'll find what to do. I also to be honest,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would ever manage to retire. I'm a very busy person, even in my head. I don't know if I can handle just having nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. The honest truth is, same. I want to get married and be a kept wife, but like I need to do something. I'm not gonna lie.
So
I want to work because I want to work, not because I have to
busy.
work. There's that.
All right. All right.
There's also that. You know what I mean? I want to work because I want to work, not because I have to work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Working for money is desperate.
Well, I think, by
I'm
the way,
joking.
what I've actually thought about,
Yeah.
if you got that kept busy, and I think that pressure is like adrenaline we feed on
Yeah.
as human beings. Because I honestly think that pressure keeps us also running.
Yeah.
Your purpose for living.
Yeah.
Imagine if it's just there.
Yeah.
The money is there.
Yeah.
You have really no reason.
Yeah.
You're wondering, okay,
Now what?
well, now what?
Yeah.
So I think that's why you see some very rich people do
Weird
extremely
things.
stupid things, because you've seen it all, you've
Yeah.
done it all. You can't tell a person who owns a house in Mabeo that should go on holiday. So what?
Like,
I have
yeah,
a
like
house
literally,
there.
that's where I live.
A
You know?
guy has an island. So where is he
Yeah,
going?
that's why they get
That's why you
into
start hearing
weird-
them talk about weird things, like they want to go to Mars.
Like freak offs.
Yes, I want to go to Mars. I'm thinking, bro,
Yeah, where my brain went. My brain went to freak offs. You went to Mars.
yeah, I won't let the viewers know that that's it. But I chose to keep trying to stick to Mars. You chose to go.
Okay,
to,
Mars, fine. Elon Musk and his team.
and
like-
guess what? You hear a person is paying $5 billion
Yeah.
to go to Mars.
Because there's nothing else to do
And
with
then the
it.
pretentious us
Yeah.
who don't have that money,
Yeah.
you start saying, imagine if we could get that money and give it to the poor. No, you don't have it. That's why you say that.
Because if you had
He has it.
you'd also be on Mars.
Yeah, you could also probably say you wanted to go to Mars. Yes.
Exactly. Now, while we're still having this conversation, you've spoken about the best advice. Let's talk about the worst advice you've ever received.
You only live once.
You're the second person on this podcast to say that, and I want us to actually
it is
have that
some
conversation.
Stupid nonsense.
But
guess what? Nobody had said you'd live twice.
but Brad, okay, fine.
It is what all of us use when we're, for the viewers here, when we are messing up. I wanted to use a very different kind of language, but guess what? When you're messing up, that's a consolation for your bad decisions. You only live once. You'll
Yeah.
still live once if you did the right thing. So it's one of the worst, call it even a catchphrase, advice that I have used or ever been given was that. Like YOLO nonsense.
So Raymond Mujini was on the podcast,
Yeah.
and he said the same exact thing. But me, I feel like YOLO, right? It's some
So
pretty
you even have to clear your throat because you know you're about to say some ridiculous stuff.
No, because let's be honest, how many times do you live?
How
Let me
many
tell
times
you-
were
let
you
me
going
tell
to
you,
leave?
That's exactly. Okay, so this is how I think about it. So many times people deprive themselves of good things all in the name of like, oh, I'm trying to preserve, let's say, resources or
Save.
finances.
Save is
or,
what you want to
okay,
use.
fine, save. And then it's like, the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be around to even enjoy those savings, right? So, YOLO, man, like, enjoy your money,
So you
enjoy
eat money
your
you
hard
don't
work.
have.
No, money you have.
But
Don't get
The
money you don't have.
The YOLO people
Yeah.
don't stop at what they have. No, and guess what? I am a true believer in enjoy your life.
Yeah.
I am a true believer in give yourself the best that you can. Buy good clothes. Go on that holiday. You're the one who works for that money. Please don't deprive yourself.
Yeah.
But don't make bad decisions all in the name of you living once.
Okay. I feel like I'm being lectured.
No. I just need us to be clear on that. And yeah, you've known me for years.
Yeah.
We've been friends for so many years. I love to party.
Yeah.
I love to enjoy myself. But don't use your bad decisions
Yeah.
to fit into
Like,
your-
basically
No.
enjoy responsibly.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, while we're talking about I've known you for a set amount of years, If you could go back in time 20 years, meet your younger self 20 years ago and give that person advice, what would you say?
I'd go and laugh. The things that we stress ourselves over are interesting. I would go back and tell the guy, you know what? Actually, I'll give him the name of the show.
Yeah.
It's never that serious.
It's never that serious.
I think when we're young, we put ourselves into too much pressure. And again, it comes back to the things that you thought you were going to be or what you were going to do. And how life turns out down the road, completely different. So I'll tell him, boss, just be a good human being.
Yeah.
What is ahead is very different from what you may be thinking life would turn out to be.
Yeah. Okay, and that's really good advice to your 20-year-old, like 20 years back old self. Yeah, because like you said, we really did stress over things that, like, now in the grand scheme of things, like, you don't even remember some of them. No. The things that were stressing
even the people.
Yeah.
Just think of those boyfriend or girlfriend that you thought, oh my God,
your world had ended.
You actually, sometimes I think you meet them and you're like, what the hell was I doing? Like, who's that guy? So I think, those friends you thought, oh my God, they will take it so bad if I don't go out. You pissed off your parents to please them. And guess what? Life took you different directions. You don't talk anymore.
Yeah.
They went their way, you went your way. So it's never that serious.
It's never that serious. Yeah. Hashtag. Okay. Let's talk about music.
Yep.
What's your favorite genre of music?
I am a very diverse kind of person. Like you said, we've known each other forever. I've always been an old soul. So I like from rumba to rock.
Rumba?
Yeah. I am a big Fally Ipupa fan.
Is that rumba?
Yes.
Okay. I always thought it was like, what is that word?
Lingala?
Lingala, but no.
Lingala is
Zouk,
a language.
is it Zouk?
No, that's rumba. Zouk is more sort of Caribbean. But rumba is the Congolese music. And yes. So to rock, I am a big fan of System of a Down, and I can sing most of Metallica songs.
Yeah.
So weird, different
that
shifts.
Is like, is that. So,
so I have moments. I have moments for any of those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugandans like get a genre of music and then they latch onto it. So now we're kind of going through the Amapiano phase.
I'm not actually on Amapiano.
You're not?
No.
Okay. Same.
Just, okay. I won't say why, but honestly, I think it's just not my thing.
Yeah, no, same. No, for me, I know why. It's because it's like the same tempo across the board, and I can't.
I think it's like one song.
Yeah, at some point you need change, right? Yeah,
like it's like one song. Like all of them. Once you've had one, you've had all of them. It's the same.
Yeah.
Okay, they may change.
Some.
It's like someone tried to copy a bit of Kadodi and played it in there. So.
You know what? Mm-hmm. Where in Uganda do you go to enjoy yourself? Because, okay, like, everywhere you turn
nobody paid me for marketing today, so I am not about...
No, you don't have to say their names.
Yes.
But I'm saying, like, I don't know where you would go to listen to rock.
Nowhere.
Or rumba.
No, there's no rock anywhere.
But those days there used to be like a rock night here and there.
No, that's all gone. Yeah, because you were those, the millennials who knew rock.
Yeah.
Now, we knew rock bands and all that. The Gen Zs and all that don't. If you talk to our parents, I'm sure they used to have places that would go for rumba.
Yeah.
With bands and all that, which is also gone down. So, you listen to it in your car.
Clearly.
Or at your home.
Yeah, because even me, my favorite genre is hip hop. And there's barely many places around town that play hip hop. So literally, the other day I went out with my friends and we walked into the place and they were playing a Drake song. And she's like, let me go and tell the DJ to play my song. I said, sit down. I never ever hear my music anywhere in town. Let me have my moment. You understand? Like, let me enjoy some Drake.
What was interesting is one day I'm having a conversation with my younger siblings and they play in the club.
Yeah.
50 Cent. And my little sister says, classic. thinking, shoot, I am that old guy now.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
did she just say in the club was classic? Like,
Listen, I had a guest here, Jeremiah. He plays in the NFL, and I asked him, "Who was your childhood crush?" You know, he said,
who?
Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh wow.
Childhood.
Yeah.
So Lupita Nyong'o was his childhood.
That guy must be very old.
He's young.
Lupita Nyong'o is
Lupita
his
Nyong'o came out
childhood.
the other day.
As an actress, but not age.
No, as an actress.
Yes.
Like we got to know her in 2011.
Oh, hold
2012.
on.
Yes.
Not that he knew her as a child.
Yes.
He knew her as an actress.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes. As in, she just came out the other. Like we were in our 20s when Lupita came out,
definitely.
but he was a child. So that was his childhood crush.
You shouldn't hold such people here. 'Cause-
No, Bambi there.
So,
Trust me.
Guess what? When the rest of us come here, we're about to be called uncles. Oh no, the other. So
But-
over the weekend,
Yeah.
I had friends over, and I was like, guys, do you realize we're now the uncles?
We are. We
We
are.
are the uncles,
Yeah.
and we have to make peace with it. We are now the uncles.
Like I remember at work, I noticed that every time I'd walk in, like sometimes that I would see like a shift in energy. And I was like, why are these kids acting like this? Kumbe, I'm an elder.
Yes, you are. They respect you. They even stand up.
I'm like, oh my God,
And
I
guess
am
what?
an
Sometimes
elder.
you look at yourself in the mirror and still think, "Oh my God, I'm hot and young." No, you're not. You're the aunties.
Are you saying I'm not?
You're very hot but not young. We are now the uncles and aunties. We need to make peace
Brad,
with it.
release me. I'm hot and young, and I
Auntie,
identify as
we are
Gen
together in
Z.
this. You can identify as a fridge if you want, but we are the parents now. We are the aunties and uncles.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about toxic traits.
Yes.
What would you say is your toxic trait?
Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I think one of the things is I'm an avoider. I avoid conflict. I can imagine a guy who will debate anything and blah blah blah, but when in intimate situations or personal space, I'd rather avoid a conversation than have it. Yeah.
I like that. Listen,
Yes.
awareness is the first
Yes. Yeah, but do I even want to deal with it? I don't know. So I'm a big time.
So how do you conflict resolve as an avoider?
By
Because
avoiding?
at some point you have to have that
Yes,
conversation.
I'm told that, but yeah, so I'm an avoider, big time.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
that's very
that
toxic.
has probably affected your relationship.
A lot. And the other thing I know is, and it can come off as gaslighting. It does sometimes come off as gaslighting. I tend to not see again, it's never that serious. Like, bruh, that was yesterday's argument.
You tend to
so
not see the
yes,
point.
yes, so I avoided it. But then today I'm feeling like, bruh, why are we going back there? So it can come off as gaslighting. And then sometimes they'll be like, okay. Which is also, yeah, so it's extremely toxic. Yeah.
Do you know why I'm laughing?
Yeah.
It's because I'm just so glad that you know.
Oh, I really do.
But that is some toxic stuff.
It is toxic.
Do you think
Do I think I would change it?
that was what I was going to ask?
I'm thinking I'm getting to that too old part to change that.
Like you're just
So
stuck in your ways.
Yeah, we're going to have to find. I think we find ways to coexist.
What would you say? Like, how? Okay, because honestly speaking, you would probably just have to find someone else that thinks like you. Because someone who is like me, who needs to have a conversation, I'm gonna feel so
one
miserable.
of those, the ones who will wake you up at night. Huh?
No, I won't wake you up at night.
Good.
But we have to resolve that issue.
Okay.
It will
Can't we
haunt
just
me.
leave it alone?
No, but that's the thing. If I leave it, it's going to build up and build up and build up and build up. And then one day I'll explode. So
Okay.
I want us to have conversations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You asked me what it was. I've
And
told you.
you don't know
I am
about the
an avoider.
resolution.
I don't know about resolving, but that's it. I am
Okay.
an avoider.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we move. Like I said, at least you're aware.
Yeah.
Would you ever do therapy?
No. I would also avoid that. It's sad
Okay.
that as Africans, we are not really inclined towards therapy. When I was in university in the US, once I made a joke, and they don't take jokes they take them a bit serious. So I was forced into therapy. And I still remember the lady. She was called Dr. McEwen. She told me, imagine even at therapy, you're trying to dodge conversation. So I'd bypass the conversation. So and I was cagey about, when they ask you, so tell me about your childhood.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Like, I don't know. I think we're not wired as Africans to tell
So
how
just
we
like
feel.
unpack that stuff.
No, so yeah.
So like, where do you like? Okay, you don't like in relationships, blah blah blah. But when something's bothering you as Fabrice,
Yeah.
who do you talk to? Like, what's your outlet?
Uh, when things, like I said, I'm an avoider, so I would avoid having these conversations because they may bring up another conversation,
Yeah.
which I don't want to.
Yeah,
It
and
may
that's what
come
I'm doing
and
right
tell
now.
Sabrina, you know what, what you did was bad, and then guess what? She brings up some crap that you had chosen to avoid before. So yeah, you'd be like, okay, let's leave this one alone.
Yeah.
Let's talk about. So I golf, I go for a jog. Haven't been in a while. I swim sometimes.
So there's no version of you that ever wants to talk about something, like to let it out, to vent to like
I
a
believe more
friend,
in
like a family
doing
member, or like a
than I
mentor.
really believe more in doing than in talking.
Are you okay?
Very okay.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You ask, am I toxic? Yes.
Like I said, it's a self-awareness for me. Okay, what's your happy place?
My happy place. I really like children.
Okay.
So I enjoy time with kids. We laugh, and I love to dance. You know that. I like water.
Like being by
In
the
the
water.
water, either swimming on a boat, by the water. So I like water.
Yeah.
Um, I like reading a lot. I don't eat fish, so my friends tease me that I don't like fish because I'm a fish.
Because you're one of
Yes.
them.
So I think
Yeah, that's it.
I am an introverted extrovert. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When I'm with people, I'm happy, bubbly, very talkative. But I have no problem being alone. I actually don't like going to movies with people.
You want to go
I
alone.
want to go alone.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to stay. Have you seen that? No.
Okay. I'm glad we're on movies. What's your favorite movie? Not of all time,
Of
but
all
like
times,
that you can
no.
think of right now.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
It's on, wait, I think I've seen it. Is it on Netflix?
It's been. I don't know if it's still.
Okay. Yeah, one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's extremely stupid,
I haven't watched it.
but hilarious. So I love to laugh.
Yeah.
My entertainment, if you ask me what kind of things I watch, I like funny things.
Yeah.
I'm a guy who will watch Family Guy,
Yeah.
American Dad, The Simpsons. They take you to a place where it's adult but funny.
What's like a sitcom? Do you watch sitcoms?
Yes.
What's your favorite sitcom?
I don't have a favorite,
Okay,
but I have a few.
Top three.
Top three. I'd go to The Jeffersons.
Okay.
Extremely old, but
Yeah.
still funny to
Extremely
date.
old. I don't know it. I wasn't born yet.
Auntie, I've just seen your DVD. You have it there. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I've watched it over and over and over again, and it's you still find it funny.
Yeah.
Even if you watched it again.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Big Bang is good. I think
The rest?
no, there. I wasn't. I don't know. I'm not so sure.
How did you know it was very old?
Which one?
The Jeffersons?
Because I've never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm kidding. I've heard of it.
I was going to tell the viewers that it's okay.
I'm kidding.
I was going to start dropping years.
Okay. Final question. If you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Mind reading.
Unpack that for us.
It will be funny. And I think it would be refreshing to just avoid the wrong people around you.
When
and
you
have
know,
the right people around you.
you can tell what they're
If I
thinking.
can sit here and Bill there, I can tell what Bill is thinking. Probably would help me even answer my questions better because he's seated with the camera and I'm sure he's thinking this guy is a... and it would be good to know. Imagine we're seated here and you can tell what I'm actually thinking.
I feel like that would give me anxiety.
Would it?
Yeah.
No, it would be good. It's like just seeing people naked. It exposes them.
It is.
Yes.
Like, what if I'm thinking about like something super personal, nothing to do with you, some random things from like 100 years ago.
Imagine
no.
how cool that would be.
No, that would be weird.
Just move around town knowing what everybody's thinking. So that's actually the only superpowered one.
That's a good one. I have to say that of all answers I've had, that is as close to what mine is as possible, I think. Because mine is persuasion. I would want to be able to persuade people to do what I want.
But if I can read your mind,
you can persuade. That's why I said that is the closest to mine.
If I can read your mind, I can know how to even shape the conversation, negotiations, and all that. Yeah.
Okay, Brad, it's been an absolute pleasure. I feel
Amazing.
like we still need to keep going, but I have to let you go at some point.
We'll shoot another one.
We will.
I'll definitely come back without a suit.
Yeah.
And that day we talk about all the foolishness. That's me.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for having me.
But thank you so much for dropping by. Before I let you go, we play a game.
Okay.
Because it's never that serious. So I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. I'm going to make a statement, and then you'll tell me if you have or you haven't. The game is Never Have I Ever. Never have I ever lied about my age.
Oh, all the time. I tell people I'm older than I am.
Okay, how old are you?
No, I'm not doing that yet. The people I lied to may now know that he's actually young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
why would you lie about?
I work
older?
I've always had around me older people. I've always worked with older people. My friends, many of them are way older than me. So my age has always also been my disadvantage. So you carry yourself older. So I always told an older age.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I have lied about my age.
Okay. Never have I ever gone through someone's phone.
No. I don't go through people's things.
Yeah.
2 things I can't touch: your phone, your bag.
Yeah.
I don't know what you people keep in there.
Yeah.
And whatever you're looking for, you'll find it.
Yeah,
believe me. So I'd rather not.
Yeah. Never have I ever said I'm 5 minutes away when I haven't even left the house.
Even today, I was busy with people at office, and I was on my way to you. So it would be a lie for me to say I have never done that. I did that even today.
Even today. Even now, there may be someone else.
There are many people that I am 5 minutes away from.
Okay. Yeah. Never have I ever stalked an ex on social media.
Oh, no.
No. Are you even on social media? I've seen you on X, but I've not seen you.
I'm on X, I'm on Instagram. I'm just not very active on social media.
Yeah, you're not active at all.
And I feel like X, even the people insulting you move on. By the time you come to respond, the guy has moved on from the insult. So you're like, I just leave it alone. This one has already moved on from he's insulting somebody else. So let it go.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Have you ever had a social media beef?
Not me beefing, but I of course you get trolls.
Yeah.
Very many. When you're in leadership, it happens. We get trolls and all that. So when the trolls come, honestly, I ignore and move on. Yes.
Never have I ever drunk, called, or texted the wrong person. So, for example, like a workmate, you think you're texting someone else, but you're texting your workmate or something like that.
Oh no, I've drunk, called people, but not the wrong people. Not the wrong people. No, I don't think.
Do you ever wake up in the morning?
And you're like, oh crap.
And you have to do damage control.
No.
Yeah.
Now, what I've learned to do now is just stay away from the phone when you're drinking. Avoid that. So.
Yeah. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
These days, there's so many ways to mess up with your phone if you're drinking. Like, forget drunk cold. Actually, you wish you had drunk cold because you can drunk snap, drunk live post on Instagram.
So I
drunk.
don't think I can do any of those.
Like,
So-
there's people who do.
Okay.
There's people who do, and you be on your phone watching and like, this person is gonna regret this in the morning.
The ones who go twerking, right? They're just there twerking and they're thinking, dear sir, do you know that you're twerking? And the reason I say dear sir is because it's a guy.
It's a guy.
And you're thinking, my brother, tomorrow you're going to wish that person out there.
Okay, never have I ever slid into someone's DMs.
Oh no, that's a lie. Yes,
Never.
I have.
You have? Okay.
Yes,
How did it go?
Well, usually let's keep this one. I'll pass on how it went. It may bring problems. So
It's Kawa.
yes.
All right. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
joining
much
me
for
today.
having me, and I really, really wish you well with this. It's an amazing initiative.
Thank you.
I pray that everybody tells everybody about it. It's an amazing show. Have you hosted Peter?
No, I haven't.
So Peter Miles is doing amazing things with the boats and the water transport.
Yeah.
From Entebbe. So
Okay.
yeah, Peter, this is my challenge to you. Come and have a conversation, talk about music, come and talk about the marine world,
Yeah.
Miles Marine.
Peter Miles is like Entebbe royalty.
Well, he is
Yeah.
Entebbe born, bred,
Raised.
and one of those advocates for Entebbe.
Yeah.
I don't think Miles hangs out anywhere else but Entebbe.
I've actually never seen
exclusively
him
in
anywhere
Entebbe.
else. Yeah.
So I would love for him to come and have this conversation, and
Yeah.
I hope he's watching.
Yeah.
I will push that he watches this part where I challenge him to come and have a conversation. here
Yeah.
with you.
Peter, hit me up. I'll hit you up. Guys, we've been at Zest in Kololo. Make sure you check them out. They are Zest Restaurant on Instagram. I'm also dressed by the amazing STW. So make sure you check out their Instagram page as well and get yourself some fantastic outfits. Don't forget to subscribe. I feel like I keep saying this, but please, guys, support. We're on the road to 10K. We're at 6K as of this video. So we're on the road to 10K. I'm hoping we get to 10K. And when we get to 10K, it's going to be a ball. Until next time, bye.